Imagine the moment your star player goes down with an injury, causing a ripple of worry for your fantasy team. You place them on injured reserve, hoping for a speedy recovery. But what exactly happens when that player is finally ready to make their comeback? When a player comes off injured reserve in fantasy football, it means they have been medically cleared by their professional team and are eligible to be activated for gameplay. For your fantasy roster, this signifies that you must move them from your team's injured reserve slot to an active roster position, or sometimes even cut another player to make room for their return. The core mechanism behind this rule comes from the National Football League's injured reserve designation. In the NFL, a player placed on injured reserve must miss at least 4 games, and once designated to return, they enter a 21-day practice window. Fantasy football leagues typically mirror these rules to ensure roster realism and fairness, requiring managers to keep active players in active slots, and making players on injured reserve exempt from taking up a valuable active spot. To navigate this process successfully, start by closely monitoring news reports for updates on your player's health and activation status. Then, check your fantasy league-specific rules regarding injured reserve slots, as these can vary slightly between platforms. Be prepared to make a roster move, which often means deciding which other player on your bench you might need to releases to free up an active spot for the returning star. An important insight is that even after activation, players coming off injured reserve do not always immediately return to their peak performance. Many go through a ramp-up period, playing limited snaps or taking a few weeks to shake off the rust. Savvy managers consider not just if a player is active, but if they are truly ready to contribute significantly to their team's scoring, using the 21-day practice window as a clue for their readiness. Understanding the mechanics of a player returning from injured reserve empowers you to make informed, proactive decisions for your fantasy team. This knowledge allows you to strategically manage your roster, ensuring you are always ready to capitalize on a player's return without being caught off guard, ultimately giving you a competitive edge throughout the season.